We have had all the madness of March, and now it's the reality of April. One of these two teams will be advancing to the national championship game for NC State. They last won the title in 1983 for Purdue. Last Final Four was 1980. Fantastic matchup. Purdue 33-4. NC State, keep in mind, under 500 in the ACC this year. They were 9-11. Keith Kimball, Kip Kissinger, Michael Reed, our officiating crew. The first of two national semifinals here in Phoenix. It will be Diarra and Edey to jump it up. We are set to go. Final Four 24 is underway.
Iron Eagle, Grant Hill right now. State, North Carolina State goes a little bit of it. And right away they go in. Loves the right shoulder, but does have a counter.
They show a double on Edey, kick it out to Jones. Back inside. Edey mid-post against Burns on a kick. Jones misses on a three ball. Rebound knocked around, controlled by Kaufman-Renn.
Great offensive rebounding team. Gotta stick them.
Trying to turn Diarra there, a blanket. He shoots it over him for two, and our first point to the Final Four.
It's almost old school where they double box it too. Two post-up kids, terrific moves, both of them.
We talked a lot about DJ Burns. DJ Horn has had quite a run.
And right away, Zach Edey zoning up inside.
That's what they worked on yesterday. We'll talk about as they get the ball on the other end. Oh, a foul here, I think.
So off the miss by Burns, Smith trying to push it up the floor, and he got hammered as he crossed midcourt.
That's the defense that they talked about on the other end, being big on the ball and helping out in that zone in the lane.
And you don't want that right there. DJ Burns fouling Smith in transition. Obviously, playing against Zach Edey, that matchup's so important. You don't want to give up a foul early if you're in NC State.
He got it 57 seconds into regulation.
And DJ Burns taking the challenge, guarding Edey.
This is where they have problems, Graham. He's dribble hands off screen, and if you zone up, he's going to get easy duck-ins.
Working around the perimeter, Jones, the transfer from Southern Illinois, inside. Edey with the left hand. The sweeping hook.
And Raph, that was good defense right there, getting Edey off the block, but his length and his touch, he can shoot that left-handed hook now, confident going either way.
He's coming off a 40-point, 16
Look at
rebound
that
performance. And a
beautiful
spin inside. DJ Horn gets it started for NC State.
You cannot ball watch with this kid. Vision and the ability to deliver the proper pass.
Again, a touch. Edey.
There's that counter.
Going to work. The leaner doesn't go. Rebound right back to Edey. Couldn't bank it in. Rebound controlled by Jones. Another opportunity. Lawyer got a three.
And too good. Shooting it great too.
Yeah, too good a team to give up that many opportunities possession. As you said, Purdue, great on the offensive glass. You have to block them out.
And Berggren with the matchup on Burns lets that zone up occur.
And a steal. Jones, tremendous play to get it ahead for Smith. He gets picked up by O'Connell.
He's going to get a lot of looks on the ball screen. A little floater Smith when he turns the corner.
They like to get DJ Burns in a lot of screen and roll action. Make him work on defense. Try to tire him out if you're Purdue.
NC State got off to a slow start against Duke. Had to come from behind. Got the win 76-64. Smith off the window. Rebound Diarra. Trying to get the body in there. It's out of bounds. And Purdue continues to control the glass. They enter action plus 11.7 in the rebounding category.
Graham was talking about the offensive rebound, the extra pass, unselfish. Lawyer, a different guy, confident, drilling open shots of late.
And right now, 4 offensive rebounds for Purdue. Really playing that Big Ten style of basketball, just trying to pound you inside.
And an early appearance from Ben Middlebrooks, taking DJ Burns' spot on the floor, so he'll get his chance to get physical with Edey. Kaufman-Renn back in on Diarra. Kaufman-Renn with the left hand, a lunging attempt. He's fouled.
It's a 1-2 punch, though. Renn, an excellent post-up guy on his own, can spell the big guy on occasion, but the resistance and not quality. You mentioned Milburn with that ability to hold off. I think they're going to dump it down to the big guy, Edey.
Going into this matchup, we knew that for NC State there would be concerns up front, just the sheer size of Purdue. And that's how it's playing out in the first 2 minutes and change.
And you look at the time, less than a little over 3 minutes. He's got to take a blow. That's critical. They only get him 24, 25 minutes a game. Burns.
Redshirt sophomore Trey Kaufman-Wren out of Sellersburg, Indiana. Second chance point, 7-0 Boilermakers.
And Raph, NC State, when Burns goes to the bench, they play a different style of offense, more ball movement, player movement, relying more on Horn, on Morcell on the perimeter.
And 5 out like this.
The pull-up pop doesn't go off the rim for Horn. Smith pushing tempo.
Always under control.
Two-man game with Kaufman-Wren. 9-2 lead for Purdue, the #1 seed in the Midwest.
They love this ball screen and roll, and now he's got the duck in.
Skip it. Lawyer, the handles. And too strong. He overcooked it. Rebounded by Diarra.
Great balance on the defensive end. Not easy to get simple, easy baskets.
Diarra, feed the post. Middlebrooks, the transfer from Clemson. Give it up. Horn, silky smooth on the delivery.
Well, this kid can get it going. 21 points against Duke. He has games where he has been sensational. 19 first half against Wake. He can fill it up.
So it's Purdue 9, Horn 4.
Oh, they got a
over and
violation.
back. Braden Smith, a rare mistake. Coming up tomorrow, Iowa, South Carolina square off. NCAA Division I Women's Basketball National Championship game. Coverage on ABC begins 3 o'clock Eastern. For more info, go to ncaa.com. NC State women lost to the Gamecocks last night.
And Bird, you got to have everything over, then you can't go back. He got everything over and then step backwards.
Knock away, steal.
Run out.
Smith by himself. Oh, he got blocked. Morcell getting back on his horse to reject it.
You got to just take the layup and finish it.
Jones connects on a 3-ball.
And Raph Jones, the X factor, knocking down that 3. And early, it has been Purdue inside, outside, great defense. Morcell with the great block, but it doesn't matter. Purdue in control here early.
Tournament summary, an 11 seed in the Final Four for the 3rd time in the last 6 tournaments. So we've seen it. Loyola Chicago, UCLA got 2 #1 seeds for the first time in the last 3 years. And the history, UConn has been a machine. NC State, they've got the trophies from the past, but it's been a long time. First Final Four appearance, of course, for Alabama and for Purdue. First time since 1980, these two coaches. They came to this spot in different ways. Kevin Keats went through the high school ranks, longtime assistant coach. Matt Painter has now been the head coach at Purdue at his alma mater for 19 years. DJ Burns back in the game for NC State. Swing it. O'Connell. Book it. A 3.
And Raph, they like to put Burns at that high post elbow area where he can be a point center and find the open man. He can beat you with his passing just as well as the scoring.
So
That's a violation again.
That's the second time. Braden Smith, we haven't even played 5 minutes of this first half.
And that is not his game whatsoever. Once again, over, hits it. It wasn't touched.
That was off his foot.
Yep, no question about it. The other end, Edey, is just solo in that zone. Man, they got to take advantage of that as well.
I agree.
Down to 7 seconds. You can see the time.
This is what dreams are made of.
Wittenberg, oh, it's a long way.
An unlikely run to the Final Four for NC State.
They won it! On the dunk!
Echoes of 1983. Are they Destiny's darlings once again? NC State. It's hard not to think back and ponder 1983. Jim Valvano, that image. Just heard the call. Gary Bender and Billy Packard winning the ACC tournament, winning the national championship. Kevin Keats. This has been a magic carpet ride for this program.
The similarity is eerie, actually.
Jaden Taylor is in. Mason Gillis in for Purdue.
Nice.
Intercept by Braden Smith, stepping in front.
They could stay at home and jump the passing lane because of good defensive pressure on Burns.
Off the screen, kick, now loop it. Edey. Burns playing with 1 foul. Edey trying to use the body, massages it with the left hand.
And actually good defense, getting Edey off of his sweet spot, but his touch with that left-handed hook, that's a part of his game that has developed over time.
And Gillis on the floor, Bird, he's key. Makes threes on kickouts and also passes to the big fella well.
Taylor gives NC State some versatility.
They just
Burns.
walling up. That's what they practice.
He put it over Edey. It bounces off. Middlebrooks couldn't grab it. Knocked out of bounds off of Purdue. Right now, let's take a look at our AT&T connected cam.
Right there in the paint, Burns strong down low, not letting Edey get close to the rim, but that touch, and there's really not much you can do defending that as tall and as long as he is.
How many guys hooked down? Think about it.
So they make a change. They were going big with Middlebrooks. They send Morcell back into the game.
They run nice out of bounds to get Horn going a little bit. To me, he is the key. He's got to get in traffic, find people.
Here's what we wanted to see. Burns against Edey. Drop step, and the floater goes for DJ.
That derriere comes in handy. A useful use. A little spin move, you keep contact, that drop step's gorgeous.
A little turn and burn. 14-9 Purdue.
Burns just ran through that screen by Lawyer.
Edey on the other end. Does he have the answer? No.
Nice help. O'Connell.
The knock away. O'Connell stumbles down, and he may have pulled something.
Boy, hopefully he's all right.
O'Connell needs a moment.
Foot got stuck.
His leg might have buckled a little bit there. He planted awkwardly. Seems okay.
He was grabbing at the back of his leg for a moment. He's going to try to walk it off here.
A real fluke, but look at the help. Horn's so active. Gets this run, and this looks like an open floor opportunity. And really trying to do a little bit of a Euro, maybe.
No, it looked like he might have tripped on the floor,
Yes.
lost his balance, and then might have tweaked something in his lower leg there.
O'Connell will stay in there. Got a change for Purdue, and now O'Connell will take a seat as Diarra replaces him. And O'Connell is walking with an obvious limp.
Now they're going to see if Diarra can make some threes, too. He's got to be active on the glass. He's an excellent rebounder.
And O'Connell still grabbing at the back of his leg. Camden Heidi is in for the Boilermakers.
Two valuable subs. You got Gillis and Heidi coming in. Both can make threes.
Matchup out front. Guard against the big Diarra, and that's given away. Braden Smith tried to push the action towards the rim.
A nice shot defensive. Morcell. Diarra gets down.
Oh, Diarra denied by the rim, and Diarra took a poke to the eye, out of bounds. Last touch by NC State.
And Raph, you have to wonder there for Diarra. If the presence of Edey coming threw him off. Wide open there. Great hustle by Braden Smith. But just a missed opportunity. But for NC State, 2 possessions in a row, they forced a turnover and been able to get out in transition.
And looking at the larger picture, 4 turnovers in the last 6 possessions for the Boilermakers.
As they dribble handoff, and he gets to the box now.
Smith, that low dribble. Edey.
And he even lost that ball on his palm.
Great touch from Zach Edey.
He really knows how to duck in, though. They've worked hard on that.
And the concern right now is for Michael O'Connell. He has been escorted to the back.
A fluke accident, really.
Pull-up jumper.
They can get that all game if they want it.
Rims out for DJ Horn. There's Smith one-on-one with Morcell.
You see, you gotta acknowledge the shooters. That's what opens up. The Heidi can drill it.
Heidi short on a 3, rebounded by Taylor.
Taylor can get some numbers. He's had some unbelievable games this year. 5 threes against Pitt during the season.
And Raph, Morcell has to get going for NC State. Too valuable.
This guy is
Horn,
key too. Horn
misses from the outside. NC State feels like they're pressing a bit on offense. Smith has not looked to shoot. High screen Edey.
Look at the duck, and this is where they're at best. Gillis at top.
Jones misses on a 3 ball, and Diarra with the board.
And look, he's tired already, Burns. This is when he's in trouble. Can make some mistakes, takes the trip off.
And you mentioned Morcell.
Look at the pass.
No shots yet. Getting to the rim, off the backdoor cut, Jaden Taylor, and it's DJ Burns on the perfect dish.
Utterly fatigued. It makes a great play. That wide open look.
16-11 Purdue. We approach 11 minutes to play in this first half. Smith off the hesitation, knocked out of his hands. Edey is there for cleanup duty.
And I love how they get Edey in movement, that screen and roll action right there. And that 1-2 punch, Smith-Edey, I don't know if it was designed that way, but Edey's presence there, able to convert.
How to make a decision. Do you play the dribbler or the lob guy?
Hey, both teams can really just go to screen and roll action, make the big man move on defense.
I think Morcell can get that pull-up jumper anytime he wants with that strength.
Does not have a shot yet. Morcell pivots. Burns is going to take and miss from the outside. Edey with the easy board.
He's just resting right now. This is when they got to attack him, I think.
Last Big Ten team to win a national title, Michigan State. You got to go all the way back. Jumper short from Smith.
This is where State is dangerous.
Air ball, Morcell.
Can't get a better look either, and he can drill. He's got 37 for the year. That sets up his drive game.
24 years between titles for the Big Ten, 2000. Jones connects on a three ball.
This kid's playing with such confidence, such a solid performance. What an addition.
And this is the largest lead of the night for Purdue.
Early threes generally, 77th one of the year.
Handed off, Horn, not going to attack Edey. Burns, it rims in on a teardrop.
And to be so big with that kind of touch, we've seen that all tournament. Right now, NC State just having trouble finding offense against this defense of Purdue.
Now, the problem they have is he rests on this end of the floor.
You can't rest with Edey.
I know.
You got to be careful not to get a foul when you're tired.
They stay at home. Edey, too easy.
They read it well, and it is trying for him to get up and down.
He's got 10 points, 5 of 7 from the field for Toronto's Zach Edey. Horn lines it up, knocks it down.
Can't go under on him. You know that's in the scattering report. Get over the top on that screen and dribble handoff.
And you have to wonder defensively for NC State, will they start to maybe double team, look to trap Edey?
Too many shooters for this team.
Jones missed
Again,
it. Offensive rebound, Heidi. Another second chance opportunity here for Purdue. That's 6 offensive boards. Smith lines it up. In and out. Horn with the board. We are under the 9-minute mark of this first half. Horn has scored 7. The rest of the team has 9. Diarra gives up his dribble. Morcell comes to the ball, 15 to shoot.
Nobody talks much about Purdue's defense, but they are solid. Makes it tough to get looks.
Taylor, fend off, step back. Off the heel. Rebound, Morcell. He's going to drive it. He challenged Edey. It didn't work.
It did absolutely. Whew. What protection.
6th rebound for Zach Edey. 23-16 Purdue.
I'd keep going to Edey right now. 4 shooters out on the perimeter for Purdue. I agree.
Smith, first team all Big Ten. He's got the matchup with Diarra. High screen, Edey. Smith, terrific feel.
Again, a good look. Just a little off his game. Normally converts those babies. Solid year.
Get into a set here with DJ Horn averaging just under 17 points per game. Horn's assertive. Off the rim.
Nice job.
And right now, both teams look a little fatigued right now. This extended play. They're short on all their jump shots the last few minutes.
They challenged. They blew up that ball screen. Challenged the jumper.
O'Connell is back on the sideline for NC State behind the bench.
He can make these. That's his game.
It's Gillis. Bottoms for 3.
6th man of the year. Loves to dump it down. You got to get up on him. What a weapon to have.
Purdue on the big stage. They've got a 10-point lead on NC State. Diarra short on a 3-ball.
Boy, what a bad gamble there.
There was nobody underneath for the Wolfpack.
Jones gambled, sold out, gave an open look.
You feel that momentum now for Purdue finding their rhythm. And got to make a decision with Gillis out there what to do with Edey.
We've gone 6 minutes plus without a whistle.
Same play, back screen, get the big guy to the box. Good defense this trip.
Swing it. Jones to Edey. One-on-one with Burns. Edey. He draws the foul.
He draws 9 a game, Bird. He can live at that foul line. Coaches think he lives in the 3-second lane. Pays rent once in a while.
Our game summary, DJ Burns picking up his second foul for NC State. Tracy Wolfson telling us that Michael O'Connell went into a black tent, which is situated in the corner, and Tracy said they worked on his hamstring, massaged it, stretched it. He told the coach that he is good to go. Moments ago, Tracy with Matt Painter, head coach of the Boilermakers.
Coach, you needed that time out there, certainly, but we talked about the matchup of the big men. How do you feel you've handled DJ Burns so far?
Yeah, he's made a couple real nice plays. He hasn't got it as much as he normally does while he's in the game, but we just want to push the basketball when we have opportunities, and then if not, really try to establish Zach on the block.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And the fact that we did not have a whistle for nearly 7 minutes of game action, that benefits Purdue.
No question, because the big fella Burns needs his blows, but I admire Matt so much for how he's handled those adversities the last couple of years. Maintained his poise, just kept banging away, gets this opportunity here on the big stage.
You know what's wild? They've lost to double-digit seeds each of the last 3 tournaments, and they're in the Final Four, and they're playing a double-digit seed.
He can't get away from him.
No. But Purdue's got a double-digit lead. Zach Edey at the free throw line. Flip it to the other side, Grant. Purdue has not committed a foul.
And that's what they do. They play great defense, hard defense without fouling. And guys, remember that foul Burns had in the first minute? Come back to hurt them right now. NC State with him sitting on the bench.
We've got a timeout in Arizona.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's National Semifinals is sponsored by Powerade. With 50% more electrolytes. Great Clips. Official hair salon of March Madness. Geico. Whatever you need, get more with Geico. And by Subway. Try a delicious new sidekick at Subway today.
Coach, you joked with me coming in that you didn't know how you were going to handle Zach Edey. 10 points so far, 5 rebounds. How do you have to adjust on him?
Well, I think we got to do a good job getting him out the block. I mean, even the shots that he's missed, he's got them back. Our problem is we're getting beat to 50-50 balls and extra rebounds, and we can't do that. We got to outplay him in that area.
How much is fatigue an issue so far?
I don't think it's an issue. We're struggling a little bit because our shots not going down. We've got some good looks. We just haven't made shots.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Tracy, DJ Burns on the bench. Michael O'Connell returns for NC State after the hamstring trouble.
Yeah, good to see him back out there. And to continue with Tracy's interview with Kevin Keats, if you're going to play Edey straight up, you can't let Purdue shoot 4 of 10 from the three-point line, 40%. You got to guard the three-point line if you're going to play Edey straight up. Right now, Purdue beating them inside and outside.
Kevin breeds positivity, something that is lacking in this obviously. You and I, Grant. But he's such an upbeat guy, and this is not insurmountable if they can start making some shots, particularly Horn, who we've seen get going.
Breon Pass has checked in for NC State. Junior seeing some action here at the Final Four. O'Connell, swing, Diarra missed a 3 earlier.
And Pass can make some threes, 5 for 13 for the year.
Spin, Middlebrooks.
Smart.
Kick it out, Pass, shot clock winding down. Pass on the baseline, he hits.
I'll tell you, he looks at the bench, kids step up. I'm thinking of Taylor during the year at different times. Pass, knocking that baby down.
He averages 1.2 points per game. He gets 2, basically the first time he touches the ball.
The offensive foul.
Turnover, Purdue.
Smart play.
Watch the men's national championship game on your computer, phone, tablet, or streaming device with NCAA March Madness Live. Download it now to stay up to date on all the action. That is the first team foul. It's called on Edey. Miles Colvin, the freshman from Indianapolis, in the game for Purdue. Horn, the blow by.
And he is consistent. He will continue to attack Horn. I love getting him downhill, not settling for those threes like he was earlier.
And Colvin on the floor, another guy that can ring the bell deep to complement the inside game.
9 points for Horn. It's 28-20 Purdue. Smith give it up, Kaufman-Renn. Nice. Oh, what a spin, but he missed at the angle there. Diarra factor, trigger to pass. Euros, and it goes down for Breon Pass.
How about the pass? O'Connell is really ambling out there, though. What a great pass. kaput pass.
Oh, it's great defense. Last few possessions from NC State, and you were back in the game.
Yeah, O'Connell can't move. He is wincing in pain. Edey, kick out.
Nice pump.
Lawyer takes advantage. The floater, no. Edey does it in one motion.
Well, you go to block the shot, you're going to bear that glass. Knows how to use that body. Those legs are enormous, by the way, Grant. You can't move him.
He's 300 pounds, Zach Edey.
The big Maple has 14 points, 6 rebounds. Horn, short. Smith running the floor. O'Connell trying to stick with Colvin, just moving gingerly right now. Smith, lob it up. Oh, knock away by Diarra.
I think that's his 4th turnover, too. Smith struggling a little bit.
Oh, is Pass feeling it? Off the rim. And a foul is called on Kaufman-Wren using the body on Middlebrooks.
And Raph, that's Middlebrooks. You saw him draw a foul earlier on the other end on Zach Edey. Then his persistence and hard work there on Kaufman-Wren. He's just a blue-collar, high-energy guy, gets under your skin, making an impact while DJ Burns is in foul trouble.
And O'Connell heads to the bench. He gave it a go. You could just see his gait was not normal going up and down the floor. So Jaden Taylor is in.
He can get it going too, Bird. Very confident performer.
Transfer from Butler. Shot clock down to 12. Taylor needs some help. It's pass. Swing back. Taylor, 6 to shoot.
I like that.
Line it up. Knock it down.
And the big thing is they use the ball screen knowing the zone up by Edey. He's not going to show on that. Good read and delivery.
NC State, they've been a resilient group. They could have easily gotten knocked out in the ACC tournament. They were down to Louisville. Then it was basically a loss to Virginia. One free throw would have ended the game. A miracle shot by O'Connell to force overtime. Edey up force on the inside, and the rebound knocked to the outside. Taylor, 9-2 run. Taylor off the rim, and it glances off of Middlebrooks, out of bounds.
I talked about Taylor getting some numbers. 24 points against Florida State. This kid is a gamer. Step back, no show, not on. Delivery, State on the road.
Now it's time for Thrilling Drives, presented by Nissan. NC State, there's just something about this group. They find a way. Breon Pass was not part of the action during the regional in Dallas. They needed him here, and he has delivered for Kevin Keats.
And he was a late sub for Horn against Texas Tech. Boy, they turned to the bench. They believe. I mean, it's amazing.
For that bench, Taylor passed 9 points off the bench, and the energy and activity on both ends really helping bail up this Wolfpack team.
They are riding a 9-game winning streak going back to the start of the ACC tournament. They went 4-10 to end the regular season, including 4 straight losses.
And that's been going with a small group. Nice defense show. Leading the clock to 10. Nice duck in.
Kaufman-Wren, perfect angle from Braden Smith on the feed.
He does find people, doesn't he?
Well, and also Kaufman-Wren been a big factor here early with his jump hook inside.
And Smith struggled with some turnovers, but 5 assists already.
Horn, kick, Diarra. Misses on a 3-ball, rebounded by Edey.
Matt said he was going to test him.
Well, and he has to be a factor, not with his shooting, but with his energy, activity, and his rebounding and defense.
They're going to the well again.
Bully ball.
Kaufman-Wren comes up short, long rebound. Knocked to the outside, controlled by Lawyer. Feed it, Smith.
Lawyer very good at replacing, finding open lanes. This is where you want to keep him, maybe stunt a little.
Edey against Middlebrooks. Spin, loses
nice
the ball.
hands.
And a break opportunity.
Taylor, active. That's what you got to do. Rake him.
Good floor balance there from Purdue to get back defensively. We hit 2 minutes to go in this first half. Diarra put it down low, nearly taken away.
Put a fork in it.
Back into the hands of Morsell, 10 to shoot.
Pull-up games. Look at that.
Offensive foul, and Lawyer takes the hit.
They may have sold it pretty good, but Morsell so strong, no, can turn on you and nail you.
Well, Fletcher Lawyer knows that Morsell likes to go right, anticipated correctly, and the extension of that left arm by Morsell was right there. That was the foul.
Casey Morsell had 18 points in that win over Duke in the Elite Eight. He has been a non-factor here offensively the transfer from Virginia. Edey has not sat, by the way, for Purdue.
Impressive.
Great condition. Nice hands again. Boy, they are active.
Another turnover.
Watch Horn in the early.
Doing it right now without DJ Burns on the bench with 2 fouls.
He's so active.
Horn,
This kid.
automatic.
You said it best, Raph. That will be there all night for NC State. Zach Edey in that drop coverage and that high screen and roll defense. Horn coming off naked for that open jumper.
DJ Horn is dropping beats for NC State. They trail by 5. Just over a minute to play in this first half.
Really guarding low here. He's done a great job resisting and getting some help
The
again.
help. Taylor gets called for it on the reach-in.
Taylor in stitches over that call.
Coming up, AT&T at the half. EJ and the guys. First half analysis, plus a look ahead to game 2 tonight between Alabama and UConn. EJ's ready. I think Kenny's ready.
Jay looks like she's looking for a workout.
Jay just did calisthenics, and Charles might be at the hotel. No, he's here. It's all coming up. AT&T at the half.
Feels like NC State has figured something out guarding Edey with the active hands.
Smith missed it off the rim and rebounded by DR. He's been a rebounding machine in this tournament and late in the regular season into the ACC tournament.
This is when he is tough in the early offense, Horn.
Morcell, can he get involved offensively? Horn, one-on-one with Gillis. Thought about it. Gets it back. Horn will line it up. Splash.
And Middlebrook, so nice handoff, but the activity, get those puppies organized. Stepping and diving and getting open.
Another one for DJ. 32-29 Purdue. Now we're going to get a timeout. Matt Painter will take it. There's a 5-second difference. Shot clock, the game clock, winding down in this first half. Michael O'Connell can only look on and cheer on his teammates. DJ Horn has come to play. Turning up the volume in Phoenix. Fury is born. See the new trailer for Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, online now, and don't miss it on the big screen Memorial Day weekend. Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, only in theaters May 24th. Send it over to Tracy.
Just an update on Michael O'Connell. He spent a lot of time on the bike. He is working through tightness in that left hamstring. They gave him some pain medication. He is listed as probable. They will reevaluate him, though, at halftime.
All right, Tracy, DJ Horn has scored 13. The rest of the team has scored 16. Purdue's got a 3-point lead with 16 seconds to play in this first half.
State's done a nice job on entries, helping out.
Edey, kick.
That's big.
Connects from the outside.
That's picking your poison, though. You want to double and stunt, they can step in and make a 3. A little giveaway with a foul to give.
1.9 on the clock.
And that was a great set right there, Raph. Gillis, so good at that post-entry passing from the top of the key. And then inside, Edey, unselfish, the open lawyer, who has been automatic 2 for 2 from 3 here in this first half.
Need a lawyer? Call 1-800-JUMP SHOT. You'll get one. 1.9 on the clock. NC State has attempted 0 free throws in this first half.
Well, when you've got the big guy in the back, you can stay at home, be responsible. They got another guy coming in now, Morton. He's given a couple of fouls in the last game.
Ethan Morton checks in, senior from Butler, Pennsylvania.
Got to watch Horn here if you're Purdue.
They want to give one if they nice steal. He tried to get a timeout. I don't think he got it, though.
Lance Jones out of bounds, so some time off the clock. Currently 0.9. Still an opportunity for NC State to get a shot off before the end of the half.
Got a little size on the inbound pass. Vision. Taking it away. Got a quick timeout now.
They might review the clock right here. Give NC State a chance for, maybe not.
Yeah, no. Still in the timeout, shades of John Thompson. He was the best. He was the best.
You sound bitter saying that.
Well, he intimidated a few officials in his days.
What about opposing coaches?
Yeah, sure. That's why I'm with you.
1.2 on the clock. Horn tosses it up off the side of the backboard, and that's it for the first half in the national semifinals. Purdue, the #1 seed in the Midwest, leads North Carolina State, the 11 seed in the South. 35-29. Zach Edey, 14 points and 8 rebounds to lead the way for the Boilermakers. Over to Tracy.
Coach, 8 turnovers to keep them in this. What will be the focus at halftime?
You know, just got to do a better job. We dribbled on top of the help a couple times. We had 2 over and backs at half court where we were just, you know, careless with the basketball. We just got to do a better job of functioning. If they overdo their help, the ball's got to get out of our hands.
Just a long conversation with Zach Edey there. What were you telling him?
You know, just go to your move. You know, have more of a crouch dribble. Sometimes when he dribbles and he's upright, that's where they can get in there and get the basketball. But just, you know, keep your focus, you know, take what they give you. There was a great play there at the end. Like they came, they covered down, and Fletcher got a wide open 3.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, Tracy, end of the first half here in Phoenix. It's 35-29. Purdue, NC State. One of these 2 teams will be headed to the national championship game. We'll send it to AT&T at the half. Ernie in the game after these messages.
The NCAA Men's National Semifinals is sponsored by The Home Depot, the official home improvement partner of March Madness. Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Dove Men Plus Care. Care makes all the difference. And by Progressive. Bundle home and auto and save.
Inside cavernous State Farm Stadium. Let's check out our Wendy's first half stats. Some numbers that stand out. 8 turnovers for Purdue. They did take advantage of the mistakes from NC State. 12 second chance points. Ian Eagle, Grant Hill, Bill Raftery. We've got Tracy Wolfson, Gene Steratore. Similar to that Duke game in the Elite Eight, NC State only down by 6. This could easily be a 12, 14-point cushion here for Purdue. DJ Horn has obviously kept the Wolfpack in the hunt.
Hey, Raph, he would bring up that Duke game, but
sorry.
Horn is getting it going, finding his rhythm, a confident score, and has kept NC State going almost with half the points.
Well, this guy's just been terrific. I think he's got to make better judgments. So when they come to help out, he's got to kick it out and repost, reduck in, and get it to him. He can be a dominant force, but his inside-out passes and get some open looks as well.
Before we get it rolling here in the second half, let's send it over to Tracy Wolfson.
Well, I and I spoke with Kevin Keatts on the way out of the locker room. He said he feels good where they are. They were down 6 against Duke as well, but he said they have to clean up the second chance points. And in terms of Zach Edey, he said he can score, but he can't score and get guys involved. An update on Michael O'Connell. He has been downgraded to questionable with that left hamstring. Keats telling me he could be used sparingly, but right now he is out.
And some changes here, Tracy. In addition to O'Connell being out, Diarra not on the floor for NC State to open this second half. So it's Middlebrooks who has played very well. He's drawn a couple of offensive fouls on Purdue players, getting under the skin of Edey, and Jaden Taylor is in there for NC State.
They do play the 2. You can't give this kid that open look.
And Horn missed it.
Nobody showed. And Middlebrooks. Good, this nice screen, set it up. This is where Wren's got to take over, I think.
Oh, almost a foul there. Byrne running through a screen, but Burns on Wren.
Edey against Middlebrooks.
There's that dig.
Kick it out. Lawyer. First possession of the second half for Purdue. Repost. Middlebrooks! He just wants it.
Tell you, this kid in workouts yesterday, he was using that forearm, pushing his teammate away. He's doing a great job here. And then look at the hands, Grant.
Well, he strength. He gets under your skin, but Edey brings the ball down low, gives Middlebrooks a chance right there. And you're right, he fighting the big fella inside.
So possession arrow after the tie-up favors Purdue, and a knockdown there called against Morcell as Lawyer takes the pop.
And I know you noticed that, Grant. Wren came out to scream because Burns is on him now. You can use him, turn the corner, and get that floater.
Just an update on the numbers of Braden Smith. He did not make a shot in the first half. 0 for 6. He turned it over 5 times, but he had 5 assists, 5 rebounds, doing it in other areas. Captain Wren, kick, Jones, got a 3.
And that was that Wren screen that set that whole sequence up. Under control, didn't charge. Good dispersal, and the puppies organized. Shoot!
9 points, 3 of 6 from long range for Lance Jones.
He loves that little counter baseline drop step, and look at the help.
Burns, he put it over Edey. Foul called off the rebound action against NC State. Middlebrook just shrugged his shoulders.
And that's just terrific. Look at this play. Nice little kick to the corner. The setup, all set up by the screen by Wren. Why not? Burns negligent, not showing big.
Three-point improvement. That has been such a drastic change in Purdue this year. Number 2 in the country in three-point shooting, behind Kentucky. They're 6 of 13 so far today. Back in by Kaufman-Wren, trying to bring this lead back to double figures. Against Burns, up and under. He muscles it up and is fouled in the process.
And a great move there by Wren inside. Burns made the mistake, I think, of trying to swipe there as Wren went into a shot. Swipe down and a little bit of contact with the body and the arm. But the game plan of Matt Painter to start the first half and to start the second half, get Wren involved and let him be aggressive in attack mode.
And that is the 3rd foul on DJ Burns. He has 2 field goals made, 3 fouls. Another free throw here for Kaufman-Wren, who shoots it at 55%.
Horn and Taylor at the other end got to do some damage, get back into the swing of things. Marcel's been very quiet. His dribble pull-up game absent.
Purdue now 5 of 6 of the free throw line. NC State yet to have an attempt. Burns asking for it. Way outside.
This is where you got to stay at home and see the ball and man.
Burns.
Look at this help by Jones.
Burns and a reach-in foul. It was Jones trying to help out. Champions live here on Max. Stream Major League Baseball, the NBA playoffs, the Stanley Cup playoffs, and much more. Champions live here on Max, the one way to watch live sports.
Watch out for Horn on the inbound. Look at this, and Taylor as well. Fell asleep. He just dove down to the baseline. Smith inattentive.
So that is number 2 on the sophomore from Westfield, Indiana, Braden Smith.
And Bert, he's had a super year. I'm telling you, he's
tremendous.
One of the premier guards in this country. You mentioned his turnovers. He's got to get back in the swing for this club.
2nd in the country in assists behind Tyler Kolek of Marquette. Burns, the drop step, powers in, and he's got the angle on Edey.
And he gave him a little bump there off that spin to create a little bit of separation and showing his touch. Burns, while he's in the game, plays in spurts, but he has to have touches and be productive.
There's that Horns look.
Kaufman-Wren one-on-one with Burns on an island. Spin, and Burns keeps it alive. Ball knocked away, bodies are flying. Kaufman-Wren went down, and then Edey went down. You could feel the tremble. Taylor misses from the outside.
Good look, though. That's what they want. In transition, get the quick jack.
39-31 Boilermakers, 24-14 off the glass in favor of Purdue.
I know they're riding this. I'd like Wren to be screening away. Get Burns out of there.
Edey.
Nice hands.
Knock away. It's Taylor.
He's had a bunch of those, Bird, early.
Jaden Taylor using that length. And Burns is late to come down the floor, and he is huffing and puffing.
It's his siesta time.
Can't we all use one? Smith, a blanket there against Horn to take it away.
Oh, nobody underneath.
Cold-blooded 3 doesn't go for Jones.
Nobody underneath. I know that's the game today.
And Matt Painter just stared at Lance Jones like, come on.
39-31 Purdue. Morcell, drive in, kick it out. Horn, missed it.
Good check out by Lawyer.
And for Purdue right now, you have to get Edey some touches. I know we're going to Wren here early, but Edey has to be more involved and engaged.
A jumper halfway down and out for Lawyer. Middlebrooks, lead feed. Horn in attack mode.
Nice play. Smith got the foul, though. I thought he should have given it up on that wing.
Foul called. Smith was the last line of defense as Horn made his move.
Horn just is so aggressive by nature. Sort of takes away that passing lane.
They're going to get Lawyer on the backside. First free throws of the night for NC State, and it's DJ Horn who shoots it at 81%.
Now we watch this kid. He makes threes. He is tough off the bounce. So many things he does. Loves the moment as well, late in games.
From Raleigh, North Carolina, so he's attending his dream school. It was a circuitous route to get there, though. played at Illinois State, then at Arizona State. So he's back in the state of Arizona and trying to deliver on this grand stage.
You know, we thought was nice, Grant and I. Bobby Hurley contacted him. Had been at ASU. It's just a nice gesture, wishing him well. And boy, he has taken this team on his shoulders many an evening.
DJ Burns back to the bench. Diarra has checked in. Horn nails a pair.
And wrap this lineup when Burns went to the bench in the first half. Defensively gave all kinds of problems to Purdue, creating turnovers with their activity.
Mason Gillis back in for the Boilermakers.
That's key for passing and a kick out 3.
Gillis working around the perimeter for Jones. Edey on a handoff.
And the lob.
Lob it up.
Nice play underneath.
Out of bounds. Off of Purdue.
And Breon pass right there, sniffing it out.
That is the 10th turnover of the night for Purdue. They came in averaging 11.7 per game. NC State hanging tough. Boilermakers in front. The student section is delivered by Pizza Hut, the official pizza of March Madness. NC State, Purdue well represented here in Phoenix, 39-33. The Boilermakers in front, 15:52 mark of this second half.
And talking about Middlebrooks, both ends of the floor, it is a change for them as well. Middlebrooks on the defensive end presents some different. The offensive end, it opens things up. The ball screen, guys can dribble, drive, and find.
They just have not gotten offense from Morcell and Diarra combined. No points, 0 of 5 from the field.
And using that floppy set, this kid so good. Getting an open shot, nice give.
Off the miss by Horn. Trying to track it down, and Lance Jones was out of bounds on the baseline.
They've had a little fumbleitis, really.
A little careless.
Backcourt violations, open floor here. Misuse of the bounce. Jones got to stay alive defensively. His matchup, that it hunts shots. He likes the moment.
Horn's got 15 points.
Pick and pop for him.
DJ Horn, it was online, but too strong.
And somebody else has to pick it up offensively for NC State to help out Horn. Maybe Taylor with this group out right now. And Purdue, they got to get the ball to Edey. He has not scored this half.
He has not scored since the 4:42 mark of the first half. Here's Edey.
He walked, I thought, and I got a foul before.
It's going to be Middlebrooks, who was there defensively trying to use his body on Edey.
Now, part of the problem for the big guy, Edey, is that everybody's staying at home. He doesn't have an outlet for a kick-out pass, so he's laboring a little bit with that bounce as well as the footwork.
And that's number 3 on Middlebrooks, who's given up 60 pounds in the matchup.
And I'm surprised right there on the dribble. No one from North Carolina State came to try to get a deflection or a steal, leaving Middlebrooks on an island.
Go long for Edey. Smith comes to the ball. Just over 5 minutes gone by in this second half.
Watch for Gillis on the weak side.
Edey. Middlebrooks trying to anchor down.
Great stunt.
Got the ball knocked away. Out of bounds. They create another turnover.
And that was Breon pass right there. Stunning inside, down low, as Edey goes into the dribble move and then getting back out to the shooter. Great hands by Middlebrooks. And you said it, Raph, just out of sorts right now offensively. Purdue, they were great to start the game and really haven't found that rhythm.
Breon Pass was a high school football star in Reidsville, North Carolina. Played wide receiver, cornerback, and was a punter. 2 state titles. A lot of Division I offers. Decided to go with basketball. He's playing a big role right now for the Wolfpack.
He's confident in practice in the workouts we watch.
Here's Horn on a zigzag move. Kick it.
Fine.
Pass. Misses on a 3-ball.
Excellent balance. Boy, we overlook State's defense, too. They have been extraordinary.
They are 3 of 14 from downtown.
And, guys, it's been the catalyst for this run. Their defense so underrated, as you said.
Jones beats pass, off the dribble, the flyby, and the jumper is short, rebounded by Pass.
He's tough in the early now. A little blur and a jumper.
Horn, fake the pass, misses on the jump shot. They've had opportunities here.
And Horn's been getting looks that he's accustomed to making. Just can't convert.
He is 6 of 16, 1 of 9 in the half for NC State.
And Smith's problem, too, he's been able to turn the corner and do some damage. They've been riding this quite a bit.
Kick.
That's his shot.
Got him. It is Gillis from the corner.
Hey, Bert, they make you pay, though. That's what they've been looking for. Really sticking and stunting well State, but not covering a terrific deep shooter.
From Newcastle, Indiana, Mason Gillis, the redshirt senior. He is 2 of 2 from long range.
47% from 3 this year and a turnover.
And out of bounds. Lawyer stepping in.
Well, everybody needs a good lawyer. When he shoots the ball, he is a terrific lawyer. But here, just a nice, aggressive, smart play.
And he's done a great job defensively, taking Morcell out of the game here. Morcell 0 for 2 from the field, 0 points, too important to this team.
Taylor's going to check in. A rest here for DJ Horn. So it's rare when you have neither DJ on the floor for NC State.
In a sense, it's tough to get rhythm with the two DJs out.
They're going jukebox, no DJ. 42-33 Purdue.
Smith's just got to play within himself. Don't force the issue. Nice front by Middlebrook. Boy, he has played.
And Edey coughs it up.
That's it. That's Middlebrook.
And it ricochets over to Morcell. NC State no points over the last 3+ minutes. They trail by 9. Morcell forced in the action. Doesn't go. And Purdue's got a 5-on-4 if they hurry. Morcell trying to get back. Smith, early offense. Jones, another from long range. Bullseye.
And another assist for Smith.
And a better 3 in transition right there from Lance Jones.
Purdue picking up the pace. The Boilermakers have their largest lead, 45-33. Watch Masters Live for exclusive coverage of Amen Corner, 15 and 16, and featured groups. Watch live on the CBS Sports app. Critical time here, 12:40 to go in this second half. DJ Burns and Zach Edey, big matchup going in the middle. Burns, limited minutes, foul trouble, getting a breather, 6 points. Edey, 14 points in 27 minutes. He only missed 33 seconds of the last 3 halves Purdue has played in.
Rescind his per diem, but he's got to be out there all the time. But he looks actually immortal today because State has done a nice job raking and helping out on him. He'll be able to have free reign.
The problem for NC State, they're 1 of 10 from the field in the second half. The door was open.
Well, DJ Burns and DJ Horn 1 for 7. They have to be big here this second half for State to have a chance.
And both are back in. Horn to Burns. Burns goes to work against Edey. Drop and fade. That is nice.
That's his game. He can embarrass you, the big fella. Nice pace and bounce.
8 points, 4 of 8 from the field. Purdue's lead is 10.
And you can't help off of him either because he's such an extraordinary passer.
Smith penetrates.
Well, they have done that well. That's that dunk and they run so well.
Edey rims out on the jump hook. Edey continues to set high screens. They're not setting him up inside early.
Might as well ride him when he's on the floor, Burns.
Burns. That died on the rim. Morcell denied by Mount Edey. Half-court set here for Purdue. Edey moving Burns. He's got it.
Off the wrong foot. What'd you say, Mount Edey over there?
Yeah.
You need some oxygen when you play in.
Like the Alps. 47-35. Edey, his first point since the 4:42 mark of the first half.
I got to ride Burns while he's out there. Take advantage. See if somebody will sneak a peek and an open look.
One-on-one.
Lost his footwork.
Couldn't get the leaner to go. Break opportunity.
5-on-4 now because he's a little tardy.
Lawyer all the way. Couldn't spin it in, and Middlebrooks trying to clear. Get it ahead. Smith safe on that slide, and DJ Horn makes him pay with a triple.
And Raph, what a great outlet pass there by Middlebrooks, finding Horn in transition, big time 3.
And a bad gamble that far from the basket too defensively.
18 points for DJ Horn. It's a single-digit deficit here for NC State. Show it and kick it for Gillis.
An excellent passer from the top as well.
Edey outside. Jones has been hot. Short. Rebound. off the floor, controlled by Horn.
This is where Horn is dangerous.
Got to corral him.
Horn bouncing. Middlebrook spin. Middlebrooks the fake, but it didn't have enough English on it.
That's great footwork there by Middlebrooks. Just could not convert.
Here's Smith off the dribble. Kick. Gillis. Rimming out.
Nice slap out.
Edey keeps it alive. And it is
Marcel, I believe.
Marcel with the contact on Lawyer.
It's gonna be a knockout.
Zach Edey, a menace underneath, and on the offensive end, he's developed so much polish for the Purdue Boilermakers trying to advance to the national championship game. Jones, another from long range, bullseye. Horn will line it up, splash. DJ Horn is dropping beats Edey with the left hand. The sweeping hook. 47-38, Purdue leading NC State with 9:51 to go in the second half. First of two national semifinals, and Michael O'Connell is back in the game, dealing with a left hamstring injury. Suffered the injury on a stumble in the first half, trying to play through the pain.
He's on Jones, so I would dribble drive him.
Look at this defense here by Taylor.
Smith using the high screen again. Edey extending well outside. Lawyer, the blast to the rim. It's partially blocked on the inside by Horn and tipped out of bounds. So Purdue will retain it with 5 to shoot.
And Raph, looked like a little contact there as Lawyer trying to attack off the bounce. You gotta watch Edey here on a quick lob to the basket.
Jones goes down, lob it. Edey, the touch.
Nice play. And the cut set it up too. Activity.
Is there someone that can be a second scorer here for NC State? It has been all DJ Horn, 18 of the team's 38 points. Horn, quick first step.
Nice pass.
Dart inside, Diarra reverses it home.
And a nice cut to get free, but a great presentation. O'Connell on the floor can run the show. Horn can do a little more damage.
First two of the night for Mohamed Diarra, the junior transfer from Missouri.
You got to drive.
Stop and go. Jones high in the air, knocked out. Oh, down the floor. DJ Burns with a tasty dish, but it's off the mark from Taylor. He missed the corkscrew.
We saw Edey there coming, got a little nervous on that layup.
Nice poise there by Lawyer, didn't rush it.
And a wasted chance would have cut it to 7. Open look, but Lawyer doesn't want it.
Diarra on Edey. He can make guys disappear.
Look at the size difference. Kick. Gillis.
There's their game, though. He's been unerring with that delivery from deep, Gillis.
Taylor one-on-one with Lawyer, and he just lost it.
And Lawyer again. Pretty good defense. Caused that problem.
Celebrate your favorite Final Four team with officially licensed fan gear from the NCAA shop. For the best selection of team apparel, head to ncaa.com/shop.
And Burns back on the floor, Grant.
Well, both teams a little sluggish here in the second half. Is it good? Is it bad offense or good defense on both sides?
Right now, Burns and Edey are cracking up, having a conversation with one another.
Well, he's cracked us up for a couple of weeks.
Jumper, Smith, off. And the rebound snagged by Horn.
Didn't really need that. Get the guys going into the flow of the offense first.
Smith is 0 of 7 from the field, rising up. Bottom.
A moment.
It might have been the toughest shot right there that Horn has made here in this second half, or attempted.
20 points for DJ Horn. And it's a 7-point game. Purdue in front, under 8 minutes to go.
This team does not go away. Big time ticker.
That's a dribble handoff and the roll.
Lawyer to the rim. It's blocked by Burns.
He's really struggled at the rim.
He got him in the DJ booth, and Lawyer didn't have a chance.
Great defense here by Burns. Contesting without fouling. DJ's making a difference in the second half on both sides for the state.
Get complete coverage of the NCAA Division I Women's Tournament on ncaa.com. Our game summary, neither team shooting it well. 38% from the field. Three-point shooting has been a problem. Purdue actually was hot early. Send it over to Tracy.
Well, listening into that Purdue huddle, Matt Painter telling his guys, we can argue all we want about the calls. When we play on 2 feet, we get all we want. Our struggles are when we play on 1 foot. And then he made sure that he challenged Braden Smith, Edey as well, and said, Edey just looked at him and said, we need you. You're open. Shoot.
All right, Tracy, Edey over to Lawyer. He got banged on the inside, and a foul is called. Diarra and Edey having an issue as Diarra tossed Edey's arm out of the way, and Edey shot a look over in Diarra's direction.
And with Wren on the floor now, Grant, I would have him screening as they did earlier, because this guy can make a lot of people disappear. Oh, he didn't.
Yeah, Edey went in with good intentions, and Diarra took exception to it. Fletcher Lawyer at the free throw line, where he shoots it at 86%.
His 2 field goals are those threes, Bird. He's just had difficulty in the lane at the rim.
Basketball family, his brother Foster played at Michigan State and Davidson. His dad John played at Akron, now a scout for the Clippers, longtime NBA coach. Grandfather Al McFarland played at Purdue. His mom Kate, a volleyball standout at Indiana.
The pressure on that kid.
You see it as pressure. You might know something about that.
Not a good foul right here, that far from the basket. Smith.
And Smith will get called for it on O'Connell, who again is not moving well. He is trying to gut this out right now for NC State.
He's working like me at midnight.
Midnight? We wish.
Oh, goodness, that poor kid, though. This is where he's tough, getting to that soft spot.
Horn missed it. Smith couldn't grab it. And he walks the tightrope on the baseline to save it. 51-42 Purdue. We approach 7 minutes to go, second half.
And Raph, the last 3 times Edey has caught it in the post, he's passed it out, not really going at it. You wonder, he's played this whole game. His fatigue may be setting in a little bit for him on the offensive end. Smith
with a very high screen from Edey. Look how far away he is from the rim.
And trying to ice it here.
Here's
Jones.
Jones.
Tardy on Jones, though.
Cha-ching!
Wow, you got to shortcut it. Go under that screen and reconnect.
14 delivery for the speedy and tenacious Lance Jones out of Evanston, Illinois. The lead is 11.
Watch the spin.
And look at the help, too.
Burns working in. He traveled. DJ Burns was so preoccupied with the size of Edey, how he was going to maneuver, took an extra step.
And the length right there of Edey just being big. 7'4", hands up. Really rattling Burns underneath right there. And Lance Jones has been efficient on offense and showing off his officiating skills as well. Gene would be proud.
DJ Burns back to the bench. And Jaden Taylor returns for NC State. Casey Morsell in there. We are down to 6:25 remaining.
Brooks again. Defensively, he's got to be alert. He's going to come at him. He's been very strong and forceful. A repost.
Edey.
That right hook's coming.
Edey, money.
Back it. He should have stuck to tennis or hockey.
20 points, 10 rebounds for Zach Edey. This is the largest lead of the game for Purdue.
A nice little ice job by Lawyer. Look who's a little bit long, a little pump by Lawyer.
And Taylor doesn't get the roll, and a foul called.
And Edey right now proving me wrong. He still has a lot left in the legs there. Taking his time. Nobody comes. And able to back down, and a little conversation going on between the bigs, letting them know who I am.
Gene was telling us at our meeting that he doesn't mind woofing during the course of the game.
He chirps a little bit. If you're a National Player of the Year, you do too.
Well, I woof and I was neither.
No matter who you're rooting for, fan work is thirsty work. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide. 1 out of 2 for Jaden Taylor. This is danger zone time right now for NC State. Kenny Loggins territory. They're down 55-43 with 5:46 to play in the second half.
And Bird, they do a 2-2-1, then go back. Occasionally a 2-3. I thought they might use that a little bit. They did it against Ole Miss during the year.
Diarra way outside dealing with Smith. Shot clock at 9. High screen, Edey, switch.
Automatic.
Against Middlebrook, Smith. Shot clock down to 2, down to 1. The hoist from Lawyer. He missed it. And a shot clock violation off the window.
And Raff right there. Braden Smith waited too long to go. Had the mismatch on Middlebrooks. Got down to about 3 or 4 seconds. Didn't have that pull-up three. And a wasted opportunity there. But you use the shot clock and get a chance to get back and set up your defense if you're Purdue.
If they're to win, and this is not one of Smith's better games. This kid is a really talented guy. Just off his game a little bit.
He has been such a highly productive point guard. A triple-double threat, really, when you think about it.
Who'd think? No points and up 12 with 5 minutes left.
He does have 8 rebounds and 6 assists. Here's Burns.
Nice help and recover.
Short. And it's an air ball for DJ Horn. And all the magic that we've seen over the last few weeks from NC State, we have not seen here tonight.
That was nice. They didn't go all the way with the stunt, so you could still recover on the shooter by Jones.
NC State is 4 of 16 from beyond the arc. Mason Gillis back in. Horn individually is 8 of 20, 2 of 7 from three-point territory.
And this Purdue team is so solid defensively, it gets overlooked a little bit. And efficient on this end.
No rush. Smith, high screen, Edey.
Nice replace. And that's that high-low.
Here's Edey.
Nice
Help
give.
Morcell, open look, Lawyer, he's got it.
And Raff, the awareness of Edey right there, sensing the double team coming and finding the open Lawyer, who has been consistent and efficient for 3.
That's why they're tough to play. You help, you pay.
11 points for Lawyer. He averages 10.6 per game. The lead is now 15 thanks to a 9-1 run. Stop and go. Taylor denied by Edey. Ball knocked around. Taylor's not going to do it again.
Intelligent approach.
Morcell, contact, flip. No good.
May have gotten away with that one. It's a great defense by Lawyer. Then the organized defensively.
We are under 4 minutes to go. 58-43 Purdue. They average 83.5 points per game, but they'll take it any way they can get it. The defense has been excellent, and the Boilermakers have made shots when they've had to.
And the other end, Burns, no fingerprints on this game. Here they load up against them.
Gillis misses on a 3-ball. Edey is a tree.
Early in the game, they got those offensive rebounds. Punish you.
Discard. Smith. Line it up. It's good.
Got to make him feel good.
He snaps in a triple.
And smile, getting ready for the next one.
And Purdue fans can taste it. Timeout, NC State.
And look at Matt smiling at Smith, knowing that he made that knockdown.
The Wolfpack may be running out of gas. Purdue 3 minutes and 12 seconds away from advancing to the national championship.
Coverage of the NCAA Men's National Semifinals is sponsored by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's Go Sports Bar. Allstate. You're in good hands. And by Nissan, official partner of March Madness.
Purdue starting to run away from NC State, 61-43, 3:12 to go in this second half. A look at the Capital One rewarding performance, 12-run, and it's Lance Jones who's been a catalyst. Edey making shots, setting up others. It's all clicking right now for the Boilermakers.
It really is on defense as well, but everybody's getting involved. Really been a collective effort. Right there, Zach Edey, kind of a pedestrian effort from him from what we've seen in terms of numbers. He's battled inside, he's played all the minutes, but Lawyer, of course, Jones has been big. And just, Gillis off the bench. Guys have played well. Total team effort, Ian.
Edey, first player, 6 straight tournament games with 20 points, 10 rebounds. David Robinson had 5 in a row. Edey now standing on his own.
Grant, very condescending about Edey's performance.
Oh, yeah, you said something pedestrian. You didn't like that. You were affected by that.
Well, I mean,
he had high college board scores.
Did you study that word for your SATs, Bill? Let's go back in time.
Well, the interesting thing with
out of bounds. Taylor and Middlebrooks not on the same page. We are under 3 minutes to go. Send it over to Tracy.
I am at Painter, and this Purdue team can feel it. One final message during that timeout. Painter telling his team, you don't play the whole year to get to this point and not finish it. Execute now.
I'm going to get every Big Ten coach and every NCAA coach that played this team mad right now. He has not had a 3-second violation. Illegally, too. He's gotten in and out. They've put him on the block. He hasn't been posted up in that lane. If he has, he's gotten right out.
He's done a really good job at that. I mean, obviously, that's a point of emphasis. You know, Kevin Keats talked about that with the officials and the media, but savvy enough to get in, understand the clock, get out. And, of course, Matt Painter does a great job of moving him around as well.
Billy, Greg Gard is on line 2 if you want to talk to him.
I'm sure he's delighted. The new addition to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Bo Ryan.
Yeah, he talked about that at the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, Grant mentioned it during one of the ball games. A keeper.
Mason Gillis at the free throw line. 2:52 on the clock. Gillis has been such an important part of this team. Big Ten 6th man of the year. So efficient. Does a lot with a little. And the lead is now 20 for Purdue.
You sound like a parent there, Bird. A lot, but I mean, he doesn't get enough touches, Daddy.
14-1 run. Horn lines it up straight away. It's off. Rebounded by Morcell. Morcell fake and spin.
Nice pass.
Middlebrooks lays it in.
Pretty look. And again, Middlebrooks. Well, he does very good things. Such a solid player.
First 2 of the night for Ben Middlebrooks, the junior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And this could be an end-to-end, wire-to-wire win for Purdue.
They don't take bad shots either. Always in rhythm.
Feed it. Edey, kick, repost.
You got this outlet.
Edey loses the ball. Try to gather it. Does spin. And a bank doesn't go.
Look at Gillis with the effort.
Final minute 54 here in Phoenix.
Ooh, offense on the handoff. That happens all year long.
It is DJ Horn. Contact as Lawyer takes another shot.
And Raph, on that dribble handoff, you got to stop. You can't keep moving. Lawyer running right through there, blowing it up. You said it best, an easy call right there. This second half, though, the defense of Purdue, you know, they've only scored NC State 14 points this second half. Purdue has been stifling on the defensive end.
Just think about it. A year ago, Purdue lost to a 16 seed, FDU, and now they are a minute 35 away from advancing to the national championship game. The miss there by Smith. Final 90 seconds. Taylor. He gets to the rim for 2.
And you mentioned the psychological approach of Matt and his staff to maintain poise, resiliency, compete, get ready for the next season, and put that to bed. And come out with an outstanding performance thus far.
You know what he told his team during the offseason? You got to own it. You can't shy away from it. A lot of what was being said about the team, he said, was true. It's okay to fail if you turn it into success. Travel. The rules are simple. Win to get in. Tune in as playoff hopefuls battle to earn their spot in the postseason. The NBA play-in tournament begins April 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern on TNT, True TV, and Max.
And there's really something really special about embracing it, as you said, going through something as a group, coming back, adding Lance Jones, and really just coming out, using that as a source of strength. And we've seen this before. We saw it a few years ago, a Virginia team losing the first round.
Same idea, and State, in a sense, the same. You know, struggled all year long, put it together late in the season as Taylor knocks it down. Contribute to Kevin and his guys as well. Resiliency, toughness, belief in one another.
Really
34 seconds left.
And really just an incredible run. I mean, what this State team has done, it's been magical.
Absolutely.
Memories of 1983 when Jim Valvano actually coined the term survive and advance. And that's what they were doing, surviving and advancing all the way to the Final Four. But the run's going to end here.
And that's what you're doing with us, surviving and advancing.
I'm hoping to advance.
Violation.
So they're going to put a little more time on the clock. But it's all window dressing right now. Edey, 20 points, 12 rebounds. Jones goes for 14. Lawyer scores 11. Final 12 seconds. Jump shot for Taylor. No good. Rebounded by Lawyer. And that's it. Purdue in pursuit of a championship. They will play for the national title. The Boilermakers advance 63-50 as they knock off NC State, the Wolfpack, with a tremendous run. But 9 lives was all NC State had during this winning streak. They couldn't get the 10th. Purdue wins it, wire to wire. And Matt Painter and the Boilermakers advance to the national championship game. Purdue, Monday night in Phoenix, will play the winner of UConn, Alabama, still to come here on TBS. The Boilermakers have suffered losses to double-digit seeds over and over again. Not the case tonight. They take care of business against NC State. Tracy Wolfson standing by.
Well, Coach, you walked over here. You said, wow, it wasn't the prettiest of basketball games, but how much did you like the effort defensively in that second half?
Yeah, we were much better defensively in the second half. We were going to stay one-on-one with Zach and big fella right there and just try to take away the threes and just let him stay one-on-one and then really just try to get into their guards and make things difficult and not let them get rhythm threes.
Speaking of the big fella, what did you appreciate about his performance tonight?
You know, just his ability to pass, to be able to dribble and score the ball, but also dribble and pass and just be unselfish. Anytime your best player is unselfish, you know, everybody just gets in line.
This redemption tour continues. How does it feel knowing you'll play on Monday night for a chance at a championship?
Oh, it feels great. You know, and that's what he always talked about. You know, he didn't come back to win a couple games in the tournament. He came back to compete for a national championship, but you got to put yourself in position first. And obviously we're here now, and we'll wait to see who wins this next game.
Appreciate it, and let me bring Zach in. Congratulations, tremendous performance. All the talk going in was about you and DJ Burns. How much was this one about you just being more physical and getting your spots and the opportunities to have an advantage?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. He made some tough shots. You know, they had a heck of a run here. He was a big part of it. We knew we had to really lock in on him, focus on him, game plan, and do some stuff to kind of make him uncomfortable. And I think we did a good job sticking to that game plan today.
I noticed you guys giggling a little out there. What was the conversation going on?
I'll just keep that between us, but he's a good guy.
And now the opportunity, and Coach talked about it, returning to win a championship, certainly with everything that had gone on last year. How much is this one you're looking forward to try and bring home a national championship to Purdue?
Yeah, it's the one we've been talking about for all years. It's the one I've been talking about for 4 years now. To be able to play in that and accept that challenge next game. You know, whoever comes out of this next game is going to be a great team, but we're going to lock in on game plan and execute.
Well, good luck. We'll see you Monday.
Thank you.
Tracy, we just ordered you a ladder. Stay tuned. Capital One Tournament Central is coming up next, followed by Alabama and UConn. We're going to send you back to EJ and the guys after these messages. Purdue. Right now, the Boilermakers are a freight train. Try to stop them. They're moving on to the national championship in Phoenix.